is quite weak, but it's you only take 70% of the damage. It blocks 135 on level 2, and the Remnant is only 160 damage. So you can't kill the Flame Guard immediately, is the important part.
Gotcha. I mean, Dota comes and goes around in circles.
Those numbers were specifically balanced for each other, by the way. The Storm Spirit and Ember in that time was specifically, they changed both the Flame Guard and the Remnant to have the wanted interaction.
It's all thanks to Eternal Envy and Weehaw. that one clip.
Yeah.
That one conversation.
I remember it was unplayable for a while, and Envy was pretty stubborn about outplay potential.
For sure. That's the thing. It's like so many tricks and things you can do in Dota, right? And you're constantly learning from new players. All these little things.
I find it crazy that Ember can start with Flame Guard and Sleight of Fist nowadays. It's just tough to lane into.
Well, Malik and Omar start off onto Fishman. Now the Titan taking a punishing here from Ducalis' Treant as well, giving first blood to the Brewmaster. Nice strong start from Quest.
Yeah, off to a good one. We've seen this turn into something big before. Teams get off to a good start before the game really kicks off in laning stage.
And then the walk back to lane. Darkseer heading top. As he's going to be up there with the old buddy Alchemist. Kataomi, a couple of sentries and tangos. So Watson, carry Wind Ranger. And Quest, of course, with a Storm mid. Brood and Treant up top. Brew and Lion down bottom.
I think this bottom lane for Entity is pretty strong. I think it should be outlaning pretty hard here against the Brewmaster and the Lion. I just see the ET now go in, give some smacks. The Wind Ranger should be having an easy time CSing.
It feels like, this kind of lane where you have ranged carry plus ET or Undying. It's like you have 3 heroes against 2. You know, it's just so unfair.
Yeah. Yeah, the Swaparoo on the Alchemist as well, playing it as support is so very Entity. Like I mentioned in the draft, doing their gimmicky things. It's sometimes catching people off guard. You expect it to be laning against an Alchemist, suddenly it's not. Alchemist is a wind.
Yeah. All of a sudden you're being clicked from range over and over again, like Omar is right now. And then the Alchemist still bringing you a lot to the table from that position 4 role. Kind of a classic Dota thing, right? You take a hero and you push it to the limits to use what tools it has as best it can. Kind of reminds me of, the old swaps, right? Clockwork used to be a position 3 hero. Now he's a position 5 because players realized we don't need farm. We just need level 6 on this guy. Similar thing to the Alchemist, where he can just be shoved into this spot, level up stun and acid spray, drag waves around and be an initiator.
I'm looking at this Brood, just constantly bothered by the Alchemist, who's not going to pull the next creep wave down as well. Brood finally going to get some chance to heal up under tower here, but just persistent harassment.
That's very irritating.
He's got to get easy CS under a tower, though. Of course, Brood doesn't passively regen in the webs anymore, has to get the CS, so when you're being run at by an Alchemist with stun ready, it's just annoying for him to try and rebuild any form of HP pool.
Can't remember the old times of Broodmother like going to a lane and planting web down to trick people in terms of what lane she's going to.
Yeah, I mean, now you can do that with the necrotic webs. That's what he did towards the mid, right? He put the web. It's not just a trick, but he has the necrotic web to lower the regen, both on bottom lane and on mid lane. So it's very sneaky what he's done here.
That's very annoying.
Yeah.
And so far, it's pretty even between the Storm and the Ember. But Storm is starting to get out on top a little bit.
Yeah, Storm should probably have a minor advantage with the static slide, I suppose, but, it's still comfortable times for no one on his Ember. He's not really struggling on this lane either.
And Darkseer, the only one who's having any real difficulties. Wind Ranger's last hit value not ideal. The Fishman going to take the brunt of the aggression here from Quest, but he's perfectly fine just to walk it off. And Watson has been spending a lot of time hitting heroes and chipping away at the line rather than just the creeps. And does have a double wave arriving now for the Wind Ranger, so can catch up a bit there.
Yeah, he has a lot of CS to collect. He needs to be careful, though. Pull them under tower early so he can start CSing. This is a thing you gotta do. When the creep wave is pushing in, if you don't pull it under tower quickly, you're gonna end up with that big tower dive coming in. Yeah. So always when the creep gets close, you see the players just pull it like this. Make sure they kill them quickly.
And creep damage is that same kind of thing where, you know, you go to the shops and you buy like 20 small things that are like €1, €2 each, and you come out like, I spent €100 on this. Creep damage just adds up. You don't expect it because it's like, oh, it's just a little 20 damage, little 20 damage. No, under tower when there's 7 of them. He's dead. Chased down by Kataomi. Picked off by no one.
They both wanted to go and control that top rune, but Ember just a little bit stronger joining in for the fight there. Storm can't do the same thing. Sleight of Fist and Searing Chains. Not going for the Flame Guard at all in this matchup. No one's saying that better off not skilling it. You just have that one sort of passive level 0 Flame Guard, and that's it.
Let's go all out catch and damage. And this is the build we used to see against Puck, right? For Embers against Puck?
Yeah.
Just spam non-stop.
Into quite a few matchups this has been the go-to. You get so much damage just Sleight of Fist spamming.
Good stun from Omar. Keeps Fishman back away from Malik. Brewmaster will salve up now. And gathering up a decent amount of farm there. Looks like Darkseer's recovered. Wind Ranger back where she's meant to be. The big winner, though, is this Broodmother at 30-8 so far. And not really too bothered by the double melee lane out of Entity. But this Entity lane was never meant to, like, win the lane, right? This is much more of a mid-game timing pairing of heroes.
It is, but you want more than this from your Darkseer. And this is also where, you know, the awkwardness comes from the Spirit Breaker being banned out. They put the Alchemist up here. It's not as potent, and Darkseer is falling behind quite a bit. He's trying to be creative here, pull the creeps and farm jungle, but this is a lot of damage he's taking, and it's not that easy.
And now the Broodmother feels pretty happy to like 1v2 or whatever she wants in that top lane, not under any pressure. So, and Ducalis comes bottom, a bit of pressure onto Watson to force him away from the wave as the Treant showed himself there. And now a move back towards mid where Concoction has been thrown at Noob.
Yeah, they try and help him get the runes, but both the supports are here for both teams.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Entity. Well, Rune, where's it going to spawn? It's an invis for Fishman down at bottom spot. Ducalis has the Concoction thrown at him, but it's that kill on Storm by the ET. The Stomp, not going to land on Omar. So no follow through there, but a great, like, how much stuff did ET get? Hang on a second, because no one's actually going to go dive this. He's looking at Ducalis as a bit of a freebie kill here in this mid lane. Level 3 Treant, and he's being burnt down. The flash fire comes in. Ducalis, a remnant over the top of him, takes him out.
And Storm got TP in here. Gonna get himself back to farming, but great stuff for Entity here, getting big value on the mid rotations. Yeah, like you said, the damage that he gets from the Astral Spirit there. Fishman, I think he got like 3 heroes in his Spirit, and Storm just overestimating his power a little bit there.
What did he get? 400 experience, 400 gold. AT is laughing at this point. 2 kills for the Ember Spirit. Quicker to that level 6.
Oh, and Watson with an aggressive move here.
Where is he?
Guys get stunned up. This is not a good spot to be for him.
Oh, he's at the Wisdom Rune. What's he got? 19-1 charges, a Lotus, trying to stay alive to kill off Omar, but he's hexed up and he's dead.
Oh, boy. He did not expect that support would come there, but that's such a risky move by Watson. Kind of threw away what was, you know, not necessarily a winning lane, perhaps, but he wasn't in a bad spot on the Wind Ranger.
Yeah, he'd been given quite a bit of room to recover.
Yeah, solo move for the Wisdom was, you know, trying to capitalize on all the attention towards mid, but of course Lion was there in time. Omar on point.
Even more emphasis on this mid lane. Kataomi and Fishman making it their home, basically. Oh, the spiders! The iron shell! Oh, money!
No. The micro... It's the micro test. Can you split them? But he has one child he cares about. You're the favorite child now.
The one with the ion shell on it.
Yeah, it's the glowy one. That's my favorite.
It's the hollow foil. It's the alternate art rare.
Ah, yes. Just 2 players using a bit of mana here. Minus 300 mana.
Oh, Concoction from Fog. Sleight of Fist chains. Can they finish off Noob here? He's got Vortex and Mana Pool to zip away, so it's just making him uncomfortable in this lane.
Yeah, no one starting to put pressure towards the tower now with that. Glyph forced out. And deep wards as well. All this attention towards mid lane.
Yeah, but it's like, Noob is annoyed by this, right? The Storm is not having a great time. He's not having an atrocious time, but I'm just thinking about the side lanes here. You know, okay, you're bothering and you're irritating. Oh, Omar doesn't land a stun, so Noob, no one is out of there. Yeah, it's like, okay, you're putting a lot of moves and emphasis mid, throwing stuns at the Storm Spirit, but now you've concocted yourself. You just look at the side lanes and think Brewmaster is comfortable, Broodmother is comfortable. This is PSG Quest looking pretty good.
Yeah, the BM and the BM are both doing quite well on the side lanes. I mean, Brood getting all this farm is really, really important, because if he hits a strong timing, he can go for something like the Orchid, or it's just going to be a normal scaling build for him. And he will fight into the Flame Guard here, as it's only level 0, of course. Not very strong damage output on that. Yeah, they really need mid tower to fall on the side of Entity. All this resource investment towards mid. At the same time, that Brewmaster getting to work on his Radiance safely. Actually giving some farm to the Alchemist here.
Yeah. I was wondering about that. See him stacking and farming jungle.
Greedy +4.
Well, like this is something that's been done before, right? Position 4 Alchemist, +5 Alchemist has been done, but now you don't have to level Greevil's Greed. So does it feel better to be a +4 Alch than it ever did before?
I mean, I haven't played it this patch. I feel like it's a bit too slow for my liking. I feel that you could have something that's more dominance over the way the game is played in the early game. Right now, I'm just looking at him wanting his level 6. He's even leeching experience mid, like, I need my ulti so I can keep jungling. That's not really what I want to hear from my support, you know? Meanwhile, the opponent supports are playing towards that tier 1 tower bottom. They're keeping the Broodmother safe top with the Treant Protector. I don't know.
Unless your support is Puppy, and he's got Storm Spirit with a smoke.
Yeah, I'm farming. I'm farming. Of course, you have Pudge with Rotten Smoke, you know. Guys, I just need to farm.
What was it? It was Pudge, Storm, Darkseer, Shadow Demon were his big 4. And of course, he learnt it all from Light of Heaven, the Beastmaster jungles back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, there are times when you can get away with farming jungle heroes, even on support roles, but I don't think this patch is it. We'll see if Entity can prove us wrong here, or prove me wrong, as they're working on it, but I just feel like they're giving up too much pacing here.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a bit of a lull in the game, so it kind of feels like Katomi's making the best out of a slow and boring situation. He's getting close to overtaking his Wind Ranger in net worth, though, if he keeps on at this rate.
And that's Watson. I mean, Watson is known for being a really good farmer, but he's not having a good game. And could the two be interconnected, Gareth?
Maybe.
The fact that the support is about to overtake Watson, and Watson not having much farm, could it both be related to your jungling Alchemist?
It's possible. I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say here.
All I'm saying is the call is from inside the house, Gareth.
With your chest. Say it with your chest. Well, Watson's going to sit back in jungle and have a bit of a calmer time away from the eyes of Quest. And it seems like, so far, you know, they're happy to get Broodmother up to the top of the net worth, get to this timing with the Brewmaster and the Storm Spirit. And honestly, in terms of net worth, like, you know, Wind Ranger isn't that far behind the Storm. Darkseer is ahead of the Brew, and Ember's having a decent time.
Yeah, they're all having a pretty good time, but Broodmother will hit that Orchid timing that I was worried about. I was trying to say it earlier, how, you know, having this good of a game, Orchid becomes a big option for her. That's a timing item. You don't always see it from Broodmothers, but in this game, when you're free farming like this, get early Orchid. Ember now can't play aggressive. Smoke move bottom here. See if this works out. Mage Slayer up on the Ember.
Who's his first point of contact going to be? Sees Malik, sees Omar. Concoction channel, vision given. Stuns on the Brew. They don't have enough chain stuns here, though, to kill him before the split comes out, so Malik just shrugs it off.
Yeah. Ember feeling pretty confident, though, with his Mage Slayer, trying to force something here.
Yeah, he's forced the Primal Split. Let's see if Quest can actually do something here to no one. I've stunned him up a fair amount. He's got the Flame Guard still going, though, of course. Cyclone the Alchemist for now. And this Lion almost dying. He does die. Katomi with the Acid Spray, with a power shot over the top, enough to secure the kill.
A long-range poke here from Radiant, and now sieging up the tower. Meanwhile, though, Broodmother not being a slouch, pushing top as well. Forcing back a TP. Ember's there. That's a long Slider Fist. He's just going.
I want to chase this one, it looks like. The Fishman was lurking in the shadows, and they've also TP'd the Darkseer up here.
It's a lot of time for Noob to recover farm. He's also going for Orchid. I thought he was going to go Witchblade, but double Orchid is on the menu, it looks like, for the side of Quest. That is very telling to how they want to play this game. Hard and heavy before the dispels come out.
Yeah, get some quick picks. Like this one, nicely done off the Alchemist. And Noob gets away from shackle shots.
Does he check the D ward? The Alchemist was really hugging the cliff there when the smoke broke. Looks like they're just gonna respect Ember.
Slide chains clips him. Lion caught up by the Ember Spirit. Jakala's going to put down the sapling, heal the line back up. But it looks like Entity here can clear out an ancient stack that's been made by their opponents.
Yeah, aggressive move. Entity starting to find each other on the map and moving for objectives here. All the while, Brood is of course cooking, but I think it's a good job by Quest trying to dodge this. They're missing their timing a little bit to take these fights. Don't have the Orchid on Storm.
So now Darkseer has protection against Orchid with Greaves. We've got Pavis and I think nearly Solar Crest done by this Alchemist as well. So not necessarily a dispel, but protection against the Brood Mother and her Spiderlings. Entity itemizing very well just to defend against Brood in general. Yeah,
defensive items are very, very important for Entity here. I would say, especially with Quest going for so aggressive choices. Quest though, they're waiting on, you know, the sort of Exodia here they're assembling. They have the Radiance coming up soon on Brewmaster, just 600 gold away, 500 gold. And then the double Orchid, and they can start making plays around all their cores with both the supports here. Okay, so he did go back for the Witchblade finally.
Yeah.
Changed his mind.
It feels a bit more secure heading into mid-game, bit better scaling. Like you're saying, if you go for these investment items where you're investing in aggression and they don't pay off, you just feel so sad.
I think this is way stronger. Witchblade, you get some guaranteed way to hit the Wind Ranger as well. Feels nice. Double Orchid, it gets punished very easily by those dispels, so this is a better idea. Ember is already building towards a Eul Scepter, so already has the same effect.
A pretty quiet one, honestly. 7 kills in 16 minutes. We've had a lot of action-packed games through the play-ins, and we watched Heroic earlier on today, so this is a little more steady from both these sides, kind of getting to their timings, not really making any rash decisions. Had a few little smoke ganks here and there, but primarily it's been Entity making that first step, and it looks like they're going to make another one here with a smoke out of their 2 supports in behind the Ember.
Yeah, trying to find Ember and go together with him. Top lane is just Tree and Protector holding the creep wave. What they really want is Broodmother. Can they find her? And more importantly, can they kill her even? She does have Yasha and Orchid.
What do we have here? 4 points in Stomp. Kataomi with a concoction. Maxed out Sleight and Chains.
They might get themselves a consolation prize here if Treant wanders a little bit to the east, but he's sensing it.
Remnant right on his head.
Yeah, he sees that they're playing there with Observer Ward.
Kataomi going to stun himself, but I think they saw the Brood there, but couldn't quite get to TA2000, who was being an absolute nuisance. Running up and down the webs, the cliffs. But the Spiderlings are all killed off there, spread between Kataomi and no one, it looked like.
Watson runs into Noob. Noob gonna back out. Doesn't have the mana to really fight.
Acid Spray, Vacuum, Sleight of Fist is going to be one hell of a combo. I'm kind of sad that Ember Spirit doesn't buy Battle Fury Daedalus anymore, honestly.
Yeah, it was always fun to see that type of build, but, you know, it's, again, just a little bit too slow. You can only have so much greed in your team. I think a Battle Fury Ember, a Post 4 Jungle Alchemist, and, you know, then you just hope that your opponents do not buy their PCs for a little bit.
Wind Ranger, who's had a pretty sad time so far.
Yeah. Aghanim's Shard soon up on Brewmaster. He does have his ulti. Still both teams playing pretty cautiously here, just building their own farms, stacking their own ancients, clearing up.
I mean, we're going to get to 20, 21 minutes or something. I was like, oh, right, there's enemy heroes in this game. Think about Roshan. Think about these... Hell, think about these tier 1 towers, honestly. And the bottom one's gone on the Radiant side. Mid and top on the Dark side down. Just look at that. 10 stacks built up by the Alchemist. And he's doing a great job for himself.
Yeah, he's stacking, but he's also just clearing it as we speak.
TA2000 vacuumed back into the wall and finished off as the hunt finally concludes in a kill on the Brood. Maybe Ducalis heals into the sky. No one. And he finds his man. Very nicely done to grab him a double kill.
That was good play by no one. Going in there, finding kills and double tips coming out for Ducalis here as well. And this is where Ember is a good hero for just running around and finding fights. He's now looking for if he can force out the Brewmaster ulti. Lion and Storm are nearby, though. Has to be careful not to overplay this.
Getting stunned up. Storm zips in with a fair amount of damage, and you know what? Oof. A streak taken by Noob. Easy come, easy go.
Easy for us to see that he's walking into a whole lot of players playing close there. He took the chance. No one trying to turn up the pace of the game. I respect it. Game was a little bit slow for my liking anyway. Finds 2 kills, and then he finds a 3rd kill, but it's on himself.
He's that little, little snowball trying to become an avalanche. He gets held back for now. We'll see if it can build a bit of momentum later on. I'm just kind of wondering, why did they tip Ducalis? Is that just a bit of inter-regional, ribbing, a little needle?
Actually, don't know. I don't know the inner workings between these two teams, but yeah, he I don't feel like he did anything weird to warrant a tip, so it felt personal to me.
It felt like I got you, friend. I found you.
Yeah, you thought you were sly, trying to pretend that he was just one other tree there, but they got a good read. Look at Entity though. They lost their mid laner, and immediately when he respawns, they group up towards mid and looked like they might make a move somewhere. Do they have a smoke though? They don't.
Nope. They have a DD rune though.
Smoke is on courier. It's coming in soon. They're probably already calling that they shouldn't smoke anymore because the timing is kind of missed. So instead, it's going to be Tormentor. Both teams taking Tormentors right now.
Speaking of timings, we've got that Manta Style and Broodmother, which I think I saw was a new record in terms of timing. Yes. Very fast for her. And then a Lion Blink Dagger. So yeah, it's coming together now for a quest.
Yeah, Broodmother is looking absurdly strong. And Manta just for a soft little dispel for Searing Chains. But then a BKB is needed next for him to really be able to stand his ground in these fights. So Fishman gets his shard for free, so he can now jump in with the Stomp. Also, the Stomp CDR is just amazing. Big part of that shard. And of course, the Treant shard, a classic. He was going to buy it anyway, so that just saves him 1,200 gold.
It feels nice when the real hero, the real target gets the shard instead of some Bat Rider or Tiny or something.
Yeah, I think they were pretty fine with either getting it there. Getting the mana drain upgrade on Lion would also not be too bad. Getting the sort of BKB effect there. Pretty nice still.
Oh, man, Alk Shard is really good this game though, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of value here to dispel. The Treant ulti, the Orchids. It's quite a few things. It's
just, the fact of the matter is, carry players hate playing against Treant. They're like, oh, I've got to buy Manta or Yules or some nonsense against this Overgrowth. So I've got Berserker's Potion now.
Oh, the wraparound. They saw the Alchemist a little bit, I think, but they're on the wrong side. Can't catch him. They're going to go towards Roche. This is a good dodge for Entity. So Alchemist is 1,400 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter. And I can only imagine this Aghanim is going straight towards the Wind Ranger. You could give it to no one, though, on Zember.
Yeah?
But Wind Ranger needs some help. She needs a push here. Like, she's not having the game that she needs. The Aghanim Scepter would allow her to have more positioning in the fights.
How does it work? If you're an alchemist, you give an axe to someone, it's immediately consumed, right?
Yes.
So you don't get to give they don't get like stats from it.
They do. They do get stats from it.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. They keep the stats. Specifically, Alchemist consumed Aghanims does give it.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it didn't at first, but they added that as a little extra buff to Alchemist.
Gotcha. So it is going to buff her up and make her like a bit tankier, give her a bit of stats
20,
as well as
21 damage, right, or something from the universal damage as well.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I think it's a good addition. Get some 400 HP increase almost.
Then yeah, give it to Watson. Oh. Aegis is there for the Ember Spirit. 4 minutes of it. Let's see what that is. It a farming power play? We've had a lot of farming these 23 minutes of gameplay so far. Or is this when entities start to feel comfortable with their Wind Ranger BKB?
They have to make a play somewhere. I wonder if it's 700 gold on the Alchemist and then go. He's 500 gold away. Maybe it is worth waiting for the Aghanims here. You waited this long. You might as well wait for this very, very key timing, I think. But yeah, both teams very complacent here in this game. We have Kaya coming out for Storm. Treant working on a blink up top, but he's still 400 gold away from it.
It just kind of feels like everyone's playing PvE, you know?
Yeah, so how's your RPG going?
World of Warcraft, go and kill 10 boars, bring the skins back to the market, give it to the tradesman.
Maybe that's what happened. They loaded into the game and Dota Plus just told them, okay, your quest this game is you gotta find me 20 satyrs. Gotta be the blue ones, you know? It's like, okay.
Those Warpine Raiders have been attacking the village. Yeah. Is there no one who can save us?
Oh, no. Some fable story coming out here from Dota. Oh, and we're going to see maybe an ulti force here again. He's trying. Yule's setup, staying on the Brewmaster. He's like,
yeah, trying to catch him out.
Click your button, click your button.
Bottom jungle in the meantime. Alchemist getting zapped down and finished off by the Storm and the Lion. And yeah, that Brewmaster had to primal split to get away from the grasp of no one and the rest of Entity.
Oh no, they killed the FedEx. He was gonna try and bring the Aghanim Scepter to his teammate there. Now we have to wait to find out who's gonna get it.
So, this is where you pause, you go ad break. Find out next time on Alchemist Farming Adventure.
20 seconds. If there was ever time for a little pause. Cliffhanger right now. Who does get it? I mean, my money would still be on giving it to Wind Ranger, to be honest, just for a power spike, but I could see no one making a case like, dude, just give it to me. I've been the one enabling the team. Let's go.
It's like the I'm strong kind of moment.
Yeah.
Storm Spirit going to zip away, but no mana pool remaining. BKB TP, nothing to go through it, so successfully back home.
Oh, here it comes. It is for no one. So he has the extra remnants now, the speed on the remnants, of course, as well.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a tempo item.
It's going to give him the confidence to go, diving onto these heroes. Like you mentioned in the draft, Lion, Treant, kind of susceptible to being run at and dived. They do not like being caught out.
Man, imagine you're playing carry. You have an alchemist farming jungle, so you keep struggling. You're having a shit game, and then he gives Aghanims to someone else.
How dare you?
You're like, no.
Oh. How does Darkseer? So DM bought Shard on Darkseer, right? And you've talked about how this is kind of undersold, underrated. Mm-hmm. It's super good with Ember Spirit, right? The Sleight of Fist.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, Surge should paint a picture. If you have the shard, yeah, that should work. So if you slide a fist, he slides around and just puts it.
Because when you remnant, you travel, like you don't teleport to the remnant, right? You travel a path to the remnant.
Yeah,
Does
I
that
think
also
so.
Leave...
I think it will be like a, one of those kids.
Oh my god. Okay. Goodbye, Storm. While we're having this casual conversation, Storm Spirit just annihilated by Entity.
The mechanics are more important. Who cares if he died?
I want to see the purple on the floor everywhere.
Entity are carrying us. They're gonna go high ground here. Quick push and awkward spot here for the side of Quest. They didn't go for a pipe on Brewmaster, by the way. Not going auras. He doesn't have the Manta style here for this defense.
Yeah, and seemingly nothing to really stop them from just chipping away at tier 3 down to almost dead.
Yeah, that's huge.
Age expires, and they will have to come back, maintain the lanes, prune away the Broodmother, and try and get rid of some of her spiderlings.
This is the aura difference at this point. You have Pipe, you have Greaves on the Darkseer. Meanwhile, inside the Brewmaster, you have Radiance and a Cloak. I don't know. I think Radiant are way stronger at team fighting right now, simply because of itemizations. We will see a smoke up, though. Quests. Do they go and take this fight head on? Looks like they're playing away to top area, but Roche couldn't spawn yet. It's still too early. So they're in a little bit of a weird spot going top here.
Well, minute 28 is one of the 7 times table, so Wisdom Rune's coming up. Potential
Indeed.
Tormentor steal.
Yeah, both Tormentors are down for now, so gonna have to hold it for a while if so. We do see the Wisdom Rune get claimed up here.
Hell, stop. A high ground push. Send the Spiderlings forth. Do the damage. Honestly, 30 minutes into this game. Or the vacuum back. They've got TA2000 and Omar, dragged him into base. TA2000, BKB's up, insatiable hunger, life stealing off the Elder Titan, who's going to get picked off here by the Storm and the Brood. And a BKB TP gets the Brood back to Fountain. The rest of Quest, though, Treant does get found out here.
Oh my god, they're actually defending without bringing back the Alchemist. He's still mid, he's farming during this. There's some illegal stuff going on. Lion blinking in there, trying to cast the Ember, but no one got the slide out, so he was just waiting for the Sleight of Fist to end. put himself in a weird spot.
Now, Gleipnir, there's no BKB Brood, but he has Manta to get out of it. Watson, BKB, Finger of Death thrown, but there's no one. Ember Spirit, incredibly tanky. Stands there and fights back. Noob and Omar have to bail to get back into their base. They're still being tagged up by a couple of stuns. Another Remnant to jump into tier 3 tower. The turnaround, though. Hang on, no one. Grieves back up. Healing from the Darkseers. Nice there to keep them alive, top them up. And Watson, trying to run away from the Brewmaster, should successfully get away from danger here. As Malik is trying to burn him with a Radiance, but that's not going to be enough.
Very, very close. Just towing the line here. Entity pushing themselves into Quest's base, and Quest kind of just had to take it there. They didn't have the great stuff to fight them off anymore. They were missing their Brewmaster ulti there towards the end.
I was going to say, when that push started, I keep forgetting there's a Brood in this game, you know? Like, okay, Brood is first picked, Brood has had a good lane, Brood has farmed, Brood is top of the net worth. And I just haven't seen the Brood.
That's because of the players have felt like they forgot about Brood. I think Brood even forgot about Brood. He's 1-1-0 right now. He does have 480 CS though, so he is winning that PvE game hard. He has the Orchid, he has the Nullifier as well. So if he upgrades to Bloodthorn now, his damage will be crazy. BKB is ready on him as well now again. He's feeling very ready to fight. Roche could spawn any moment here. The players know it, so controlling bottom part of the map is big here for PSG. Kind of outmaneuvering Entity here as they find themselves on the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, and where's my Alchemist's Radiance? It's 30 minutes in. He's got a lot of money saved up, but he bought Blink Dagger. Okay.
Yeah, I thought he was going to buy one more Aghanims for a while there, but it was a Blink Dagger for himself, so he can actually go in and stun now.
Bottom lane he's maintaining.
Oh no, not the gates play. Oh no, this never works. Remnants? Don't do it.
The remnants will expire. They're coming through the gate though, straight in towards the Broodmother, who's shackled up. TA2000 is just dead. Oh dearie me. PSG Quest has. They've got to zip away from this one. A double kill for Watson. Kills Omar to the left-hand side. Primal split used. Entity go through the gate. The immediate reaction to kill the Brood. They're dealing with the Brewlings now. Killing off the little ones. The Storm is dead. Well, the Storm Panda anyway.
He's running.
Earth Brewling. What's he got left? 10 seconds left on the timer. He's being chipped away at. Oh, he's going to get dragged back here by a vacuum as soon as he pops out of it. In we go with the roots, the control, and the damage from this Ember Spirit Wind Ranger combo.
Trades as well now.
PSG Quest just bleeding out. Hero after hero falling so quickly.
I think you need someone to get like a, I don't know, a bell or something to wake people up because they've been farming for too long. The Broodmother got shackled by a Wind Ranger who gated through the gate that you were staring at for that long and you didn't Manta or BKB it. I feel like they were all just sitting there staring at the gate like, oh, the enemy are coming through. Then the enemy came through and then the enemy shackled you. Like, how did that even play out?
I've heard about deer in headlights, but deer only have 2 eyes, right?
Yeah.
Spider in headlights? They've got freaking 20 eyes. What?
That's true.
Is it worse for them because of that?
It's because it's a cerebral thing, you know? It's not an optical thing. It's not that you can't see it, Gareth. He's stunned by what he sees. No, we definitely need we need a like this one right here. Wish we could have seen it a little bit earlier. They saw them go through. You can see the TP out.
I'm gonna keep coming back to this. It is a simple explanation, Wagga, and my Neanderthal brain loves it. The play-in effect. The Entity have warmed up. They've played more games. They are acclimatized to, you know, the Riyadh 45-degree Celsius weather. The refrigerated insides of the air conditioning. The LAN effect. They are ready for it, and they're showing here against Quest.
They're showing it now by smoking, backing out, going towards their Ember again, bring him into the smoke, and then go towards the Roche again.
I'm stupid. They're both play-in teams. And no one's going to start off a route onto the Brewmaster. Trian trying to throw down the Grasp and delay the advance. Broodmother trying to angle in from the northern side with the vacuum wall back on TA2000. Earthsplitter landing. Massive damage and Entity surviving. The initial onslaught here from PSG Quest. Not enough damage to even bring down a support. Fishman survived it. Malik's Brewling's in trouble. The last one pops the hero back into reality as he's surrounded by Entity. Malik gonna drop to this. Wind Ranger, Alchemist, Ember Spirit has no one. Another Gleipnir connection on the Broodmother. Shackled up and TA2000's dead to rights. Caught with his pants down. Noob can heal up all he wants, but he's being controlled and nearly killed. Has to zip away with a BKB TP.
A long sick back to base, but they didn't lose anyone there. Just standing their ground so strong here. Radiant way too tanky. And again, why are they so tanky, Gareth? It's the aura difference. Your offlaner has a Radiance Manta. Their offlaner has a Greaves Pipe. Even has the ceremonial robe, for God's sake. He has the extra one.
We are not the same.
Yeah. There is honestly a difference here, and it is the survivability of the teams.
They're finally going to come back for this mid lane of barracks that they set up so nicely. 10 minutes ago even now. And this is all without taking Roshan as well.
Yeah, they're not looking at Roche, they're looking at bigger advantages here.
I mean, we so get used to that flow of the game, right? Of pushing, the ebb, the flow, the tier 1's falling, the Roshan taken, the farming with it. Second Roshan is for high ground. This is breaking the mold right now. Entity going straight back up for a second lane of barracks, knowing the Broodmother is dead for 10 more seconds and unlikely to buy back.
Not even glyphing? They have glyph, and Melirax is dying, but not even using glyph? I hate to say this, but it feels like Quest are a bit asleep at the wheel here. That's just a missed glyph right there. I mean, it's not big, but that's still 3 seconds your opponents have to sit around and do nothing. All 5 of them.
Yeah, at least Ducalis gets a Wisdom Rune on the opposing side of the map, but... yeah, man, this Dark's here. What is he, 1-0-12?
Yeah,
7,000 gold
hard
from
lane
bounty
as well.
runes.
Remember that. DM was not having a good laning stage, but it doesn't matter. He's now back and got the one punch. As he said, he can now deliver some chain stun as well. If he sees Storm, he can blink on him, stun him. And BKB TP out won't work anymore.
This whole game has felt like no one has really set the tempo for it as well. Level 21. Stepping up.
Gem finds a D ward for them as well.
The Lawnmower Ember Spirit. Malik has to Manta early here.
Double Gleipnir.
Gleipnir into Shackle Shot, into Concoction. Just they're just showing right now. It's like proof of concept. Like, we can stun you for quite a while, Mr. Brewmaster.
Yeah, you like moving, Mr. Brew? How about a Yules? Another shackle? How about a stun?
Oh my god, I'm laughing because it's so painful and I can feel it. The Brewmaster's dead, but the Darkseer follows him. Good pick off from Quest. They blow up DM, but no one in the back lines grabs himself a double kill. Juicy target still left to take down as well. Ember Spirit not wanting to go toe-to-toe with the TA2000 Broodmother now. Noob trying to zip back in as well as Watson cycloned. Good control from PSG Quest. Maybe taking this Wind Ranger out of the game as well with another Vortex in. Dragging Watson towards death. And this Noob Storm still alive, barely.
And they lift up the Alchemist here. Could get more.
Yeah, Katomi dragged back. Chemical Rage does not offer you enough protection.
Oh, no one is in.
He's back to full HP. He's got like 3,000 health. More than that even. 1v3ing, but he has to zip away. Try and go mano in mano. Oh, he finds the Storm. He zips over him by accident.
The tip from Noob. Oh my god.
He didn't mean to do that.
This reward transcends expectation is definitely true for when he pressed that activate Fire Remnant there.
He didn't see him, right? He didn't know.
No, he had no clue.
Oh, that's great. Love DOTA.
Yeah, just randomly cruising over him. Fishman now getting run at. Nullifiers here.
Another slight change though. In tier 2000. 60% HP.
Is low again here for Ember. Can send forward Remnant, maybe run back to base. Oh, yeah, it's actually diving in.
Oh, he's found a grab on Omar. Yeah, the Straggler left all alone, and the Spirit Stomp in the nick of time. And at least signs of life from Quest, right? They can punch back, they can still fight, but Entity have so much in that tank.
Signs of life, but they did commit their Brewmaster buyback into that, and they lost that fight. So now you got to be real worried. They used the buyback on the Lion, buyback on the Brewmaster, and Roche falling. Here we see the replay, of course, of that fight. That started in a very hilarious way.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the highlights back. You know, a serious team fight is just me cackling because the Brewmaster is chain stunned for 20 seconds.
Poor guy, he didn't have a choice in that fight. And that Remnant over. And we see another one.
That's the no one show.
Yeah, good catches here.
20k lead now for Entity. Aegis for the Wind Ranger. Cheese in the hands of the Alchemist for now. But this man on our screen, no one. 43,000 hero damage in a 40-minute game. He's got 1,000 damage a minute, which is insane.
Yeah, he's really showing us expertise here, pushing Ember to its absolute limits. You know, always, you know, taking it to the point that he's running out of both HP and mana, I feel like.
And Quest having to get back in their base as Kataomi shows his face up top.
And how tanky is he now on Ember? Like 3.8k HP with Mage Slayer, with Cloak of Flames, BKB, Yules. How do you kill him at this point? It's not easy.
I mean, that's the thing, right? He came back into that fight, full resources, and he 1v4'd. And it didn't feel like Quest were even close to killing him.
Yeah. And now they're going in together.
Do they have the chain stuns? Have they got him? He's got BKB this time. And move in from TA2000. Dragging back with the harpoon onto DM. Trying to drop the spells on the Broodmother here as TA2000 Shackle shot it up. Can they follow through with a sleight of fist and the remnants? Not quite. Gleipnir though connects and Omar's Lion is dead. Oh, the Wind Ranger popped over with the Noob Storm returning into the fight. And DM board back, running from that mid lane back up towards top.
Brewmaster ulti ending soon though. That's their big power spike, and now Darkseer's rejoining.
So no primal split, no wall. Ember Spirit not relying on any cooldowns really. Just zipping, zapping all over the place. And he is out of remnants currently, but they'll come back in short time.
Still cheese on the Wind Ranger as well in this fight.
Asleep into punch. The Broodmother dealing with one of her own kind, and the damage comes pretty quickly there to kill off TA2000. This might just be lights out in game one. No Brood, no Brew. And what's left for them?
They lost all the BM. There's only one BM left, and that's the all chat. Say something quick before you lose.
Just GG easy. The lion. Drop the GG easy.
GG easy.
To hell and back and back again.
Game one here. Just looking too dominant.
Good attempt onto Watson, but he's too quick this time. And Noob has gone in, meets his demise there. Buyback will come through from Noob Storm, but GG is called. It is the Lion to call it out as the first one in the old chat. And game one goes to Entity as they continue this dominant-looking performance at Riyadh.
Yeah, Entity just doing fantastic here. Overall.